Good evening, everybody. Myself, Mrs. Shaheen Akhtar Khan, Associate Professor, Department of Community Health Nursing, feel privileged to bring into your vision the current and future teaching learning modes. The future scenario swims deep into augmented reality. The future generation gonna rise significantly in the years to come in almost all walks of life. This is a simple love story of art, meeting technology and creating magic. The magic will get us into a completely different yet fascinating world. Creativity along with imagination, these are two important skills that boost augmented reality of today's scientific era. Augmented reality is one of the most promising digital healthcare technology and has the potential to change the healthcare in the days to come. During different eras of teaching and learning, including today's scientific era too, chalkboard is the basic and constant mode of teaching and learning. During the past 20 years, there has been a transition from the basic to the most advanced mode of teaching and learning. So here I introduce the PG students of Pannadai Ma Subhati Nursing College who will take you to the journey of transition. So here we move.
Good evening, good morning everyone. So we are standing in the older era of AV8s that we have used chalkboard and chalkboard, green board, white board, where we have started our AV8s, which is the best method we have ever used, and now also we are using the same. Starting from the rollerboard, we have moved to the maps or pictorial representation like that. Maps we have used, and we have moved to the puppet show, which we mostly used in the community area to represent the disease conditions and all. We have used the puppet show. And moving further to the projected aids, we have a slide projector in which we used to keep the slides in front of the screen and it will be projected in a wall. Then we have changed that into the TV. We have changed that into the TV or VCD player where video recorders will be there and the things will be projected on the TV, and that is also another audio visual aid we have used further. And from the slide projector we have just moved further to the OHP projector, otherwise overhead projector, in which we used some transparent sheets like this, and we are writing the teaching materials inside this with a permanent marker or temporary markers, and we'll be keeping on the slide projector, and which will be also projected on a screen. And then like that several types of previous models we have used, and from there we have moved to the various pictorial methods or to a middle era where we have used both the things, that is both the several types of AV8s like non-projected and projected AV8s have changed the era into a medieval rate, and that will be explained by Ria.
So here we have a picture. In picture we just show the causes, the symptoms and the treatment of the diseases. Next we have a flip chart. Flip chart consists of pad sheets in which we just stuck in, and it concludes all the subheadings of the specific topic. Moving further, we have a leaflet. Leaflet, we just take a sheet of paper and then we just write a topic of it. Like I have shown here the mechanism of labor. Next we have a bulletin board. It is mainly for the public message. Next, pamphlet. Pamphlet is used by in a teaching, as it just be folded in 3 to 4 and just given to the student to have a great idea of it. Moving further, we have a cartoon and a comic. This represent to give this is used to represent the main topic and just give some idea to the students. Next we have a tree chart. As it is shown, the tree have a branches. So we have a specific topic, and from that they divided in a subheadings. Like we have used method of data collection, and it is divided in mainly 5 parts. So we have shown it here. Next we have a pie chart. Pie chart represent in a percentage as it is shown the uses of Google. Next we have a line graph. It is also a comparative in which we have a 2 points, and here we have shown a blood glucose level vary between the type of a food eaten. It shows the elevation as well as the lower limits of the points we have taken. Next we have a column graph. In column graph it is represent in a bar graph, and it is also a comparative between the days, or we can take a countries, continents, etc. Next we have a diagram. This represent anything which may be a disease, which may be a stages. It can be represented in anything. A pictorial graph. Pictorial graph is represented in a picture, icons, different emotions. Like here we have used emojis. Thank you.
From there, we are moving to somewhat to the specimens. Specimens means where we are giving some more clarifications to students by giving them an original view of the organs or original view of the body parts, so that they can be more clear about the body parts and also the disease conditions what is happening to a particular human body. So the specimens are also one of the medieval parts in which we are using as an AV8, because they are giving some more clarifications than any other types of charts or any types of models what we have used. From there we are moving to the models. So simple models are there. First it has come to the notice in the form of simple models in which we are explaining, or for example if the structure of brain means the parts they will be projected, the parts and what all the parts are there that will be projected, and that will give a more specific idea to the students regarding that particular organ. From there again we have changed. That simple model has changed to working model. It has changed to working model in which we can show the students how a particular organ is functioning. For example, we are giving a working model of a kidney, and if you want to show. So if you want to show that students how the kidney is working, that the working models are there, that it will show that how it will be going, and it will be filtering and coming back to the through the urinal outputs. That is the working model. So same thing, the working model of heart is there. Like that, so many working models have replaced the normal models, so that the students will get a specific clear idea about the organs and also the systems of human body. From there again we have moved somewhat advanced to the simulation. Simulation means normally in medical fields they are going to the hospital to have a direct interact with the patient. So before going to that, we have to give them a practical based knowledge through the simulation mannequins. So mannequins has replaced the models. Actually, if you say that the mannequins has replaced the models, and it is something like a working model, but it is not a working model. But still, they will give a student an idea regarding the patient, and also for what all procedures they are doing. They can do in the dummy or they can do in the simulation mannequin, and then they can go and practice the same. So that is the newest method what they have approached. This is the medieval era. From there we have moved further into the newest technologies of technologies that has changed it into the normal, from the slide projector to it comes to the LCD projector, where there is no need of any types of model, there is no need of any working model, there is no need of any type of mannequins. You have directly, you can go and show the students what are all things you need. If you want to show them the slides, what are the slides you can show them. If you want to show them videos, you can project the videos. If you want to show the procedures, you can show the procedures. So the technological advancement has changed a lot. From there, from the normal slide representation to the LCD projector, where the students can sit in a classroom and they can see what all things can happen are happening in the hospital. Even they can see that also. And they have changed it into videos. Their procedures you can show them as the video so that they will get a clear ideas. So that is the present era. And from there, it is also this is also a newer era, but the technologies has moved further. It has moved further, and now it has come to virtual classrooms and also to the augmented reality.
So let's see how the augmented reality works. So by using some peculiar glass, you can select the organs which you want. So for example, I have selected the heart, so you can go into the heart, inside the heart, and you can see the valve and how the heart is pumping. And like that, you can select any other part of your human body from a list of structures of your body. And again, I'm going to select the skeletal system, so you can see the skeletal system we have selected, and you can separate each part or separate each nerves also. And you can go into the structure, you can see the internal structure. So now let us move to the another aspect of virtual reality. So you can see a skeletal system in front of me.
This is the virtual view of your skeletal system. So this is your skeletal system. This is the anterior view of your skeletal system. You can see your skull, you can see your thorax region, you can see your lower portions, lower extremities, and you can see in this lymphatic system you can see, and also the circulatory system you can see in this. So let me rotate it into the posterior view. Let it go to the posterior view. See, this is the posterior view of your skeletal system. You can see the pelvis clearly here. And also the same things, the posterior part of your vertebral column you can see, vertebral disc you can see. So this is the posterior view. And you can see the side view. Let's just rotate it to the side, and you can see the extremities there. You can see the extremities, upper extremities, and also the lower extremities you can see. So then again rotate to the anterior view. So like this is the virtual. Now this is the newer technology what we are using, that keeping the objects near to you and teaching you people. Thank you.